Test 1, Test 2. Testing, Test 1, Test 2. Perfect. Hello everyone, welcome to NACS North American Circuit Series Racing. I am your host, Sidonian Muse. Tonight for race 17 of 24 of Season 2 of NACS, we are here in the beautiful Floridian... I don't know where I was going there with that. We're here in Miami for the Miami Grand Prix, here in Florida. Hard Rock Cafe, watching us all go around this track. 29 laps at this track. No assist racing, as always, in NACS. Don't run any assists here on Saturday night. Full 50% races. Short quali into 29 laps. Dynamic weather. Could rain here. Likes to rain here sometimes. We'll see if it's going to stay sunny or not. For drivers tonight, we got Great Ace in the McLaren, the Red Bulls of Vodka and Blue Jelly. Vodka, who's trying to defend his title at the moment from Sparky in the Aston Martin. Only 26 points ahead in the standings right now. Very close between the two of them going into the final 8 races of the season. Still, everything to play for. His teammate CRJ is here tonight in the Aston Martin. Druply and Sling in the Mercedes, and Smoke in the Ferrari. His teammate J Supreme is not here tonight. So without further ado, let's get things underway. Like I said, short quali, 18-minute quali session to set the grid for the race. And we got it on dynamic weather, so at any point during the quali or the race there could be rain. It's always a possibility. It's not super common though. We don't get it a lot. You know, and we do long seasons too. At NACS we do like 20+ race seasons. And usually only see rain maybe at like 15 to 20% of the races. So if we're doing a 24 race season, you might see it at like 5. Somewhere between 4 to 6 24 races. But it is very possible here. It likes to rain in Miami. We didn't have any rain during our Thursday night race with the assist crowd. We didn't have any rain, but we'll see what is to come for the guys here tonight in the Gnosis. Oh, and wow, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wow. Commentators curse much? Holy cow. Okay. Wow. Alrighty, so full wet. Looks like it's going to be a full wet qualifying here at Miami. Unless the rain slows down halfway through the quali, in which it could change to the intermediate tires. But right now it's looking like a full wet quali here at Miami. It is absolutely pissing rain. Oh my god. I can only just imagine right now what's going on in the race party with the guys right now. They must all be super pissed seeing something like this. This is insane. This track is already pretty tough as it is in the rain, let alone on the full wets. You gotta brake extremely early. Vodka victory in the Red Bull, first driver out of the pits. Going out there to feel it out, see how it is. That's who we're going to hop on with there now. Don't see anybody else moving yet, other than Vodka. Ooh. Now, maybe the weather report says that the rain is going to slow down a bit. In which case, like, if the rain slows down, like, if we get halfway into this quali, or even closer towards the end of the quali, and the rain starts to slow down, all the times that were previously set will be kind of invalid. Because it will just be so much faster on the inners than the full wets. But we see other drivers coming out there now, Druply and CRJ. Both out there now as well. Out on the full wets. This is shocking. Like, let's hop on board Vodka Victory here so you can see him on his outlap. Like, this track is absolutely soaked right now. He has to drive so slow throughout this whole section. Take his sweet time. Or otherwise, if someone crashes out in the quality, they will start from the back. Here we go. Vodka Victory is going to start the first hot lap of the qualifying. Here we go. Oh, and actually it looks like Vodka is not going to start a hot lap yet. He's not using any ERS yet whatsoever. He's going to do a double out, I guess, just to get some more heat in his tires. See CRJ coming around there, getting very close to the wall. CRJ also not starting a hot lap yet. He's also just doing a double out just to heat up those tires. And looks like so is Druply. So no one's actually doing a full thing here yet. Oh, but oh my goodness. That is the Ferrari of Smoke. Has already lost his front wing completely. I think he broke a little too late there into that final corner. And he's immediately going to have to head straight back into the pits after that one. Because his front wing is completely gone. And he will not be able to steer the car under these conditions at all. We see Vodka Victory posts the first time of the quality, 144.2. Sparky in the Aston Martin here now. Did use a little bit of ERS there. Purple Sector 1. But looks like he's turned it off. Looks like he's going to go around again, though. But yeah, no, Sparky not posting a fast one yet. Is anybody actually on a fast one here right now? Vodka Victory and Druply are. Vodka coming through this really tight section here now on his hot lap. Let's see how he takes it. Vodka and Droop are the only drivers with times on the board at the moment. Already 6 minutes into the quali. People are just taking their time, trying to play it safe. Looks like CRJ is in the pits, and it looks like he's actually considering the inters there. Shows him swapping to it. Wonder if he'll actually come out on them. Here we go, final corner for Vodka Victory. Yellow in Sector 1, though. Looks like Smoke is messed up again. Smoke looks like he's struggling really hard in these wet conditions here at this track, and I can't really blame him. Very, very tricky conditions. But there we go. Vodka posted another fastest lap of 142.9. That's exactly what he needs to do. Vodka Victory needs this. Like I said, he's fighting for his championship to defend his championship title with Sparky. He's behind by over 20 points. So he needs everything he can get right now. Meanwhile, Great Ace and Sparky both getting some times up there. 151.9, 152 flat. Just to start things off for them. And it looks like Smoke is messing up again. Smoke going off, like, constantly and spinning like crazy. Yeah, Smoke just destroying his car. Oh my god, and he takes out Vodka Victory from the qualifying because he was spun out. Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow. Oh no. Wow. So because Smoke was there spun out inside the road, Vodka was flying around the corner, drove straight into the back of Smoke. And not only is Smoke going to start from the back because he has a 5-place grid penalty, so more likely he's going to start there back, but now Vodka Victory's qualifying is also ruined completely. Takes Vodka Victory out of the qualifying because of that incident, which unfortunately he'll probably also get penalized for after the race, but that is tragic of all cars to just run to the back of him there. Vodka Victory running right into the back of Smoke kind of gives you flashbacks to last season at Zandvoort when the same thing happened on lap 1, final turn. Vodka drove into the back of Smoke, who was spun out. That's the same thing that happened there. Unfortunately, Great Ace is doing pretty quick though. Purple sector 2 from what we can see there. So let's see what kind of time Great Ace is going to put on the board here. He just has to brake in time for this final corner. Got the braking down. Here comes Great Ace across the line. Great Ace going to post 147.2. It's going to put him up to third right now behind Vodka and Sparky. Sparky still doesn't have a faster time than Vodka's time. So under these conditions, Vodka might still start somewhere near the front anyway. So his race might not be completely ruined by that incident there with Smoke. But that is just tragic for Smoke there. Smoke was considering not even possibly racing tonight because he was unsure if his things were going to work. And now him being there has led to Vodka Victory getting wrecked out of the qualifying as Sparky sets a purple sector 2. He's up 6/10, which means that Sparky will jump Vodka Victory's time. He will get a better 142 than Vodka here if he can finish this lap out. But I mean, that's what you gotta do. You gotta capitalize when shit like that happens. And I think that's exactly what Sparky's gonna do here. He's gonna come around the final corner. Just both Red Bulls, like I said, out of the qualifying. As Sparky crossed the line with the 142.2, jumps Vodka's time by 7/10. Posts a new provisional pole time halfway into the quali, 8 minutes remaining. And yeah, CRJ is out right now, still unable to get a time on the board though. But like I said, both Red Bulls are out now. Both Red Bulls are at the mercy of whatever comes to them. Vodka Victory out because of the crash with Smoke, and Blue Jelly was forced to retire due to the quali ban that he received after last week's Portuguese Grand Prix, where he got a penalty, which took him up to 6 penalty points on his record, which equals a quali ban. So yeah. Did have a quali ban. So the Red Bulls are going to be on the back foot for the race. But they both know this track very well. They can definitely make up the spaces. Make up places on people. For sure. CRJ is not saving any time right now, though he did just post a 142.3, which is still a great time. Only a 10th off of his teammate Sparky, so both Aston Martins, it could potentially be an Aston Martin front row lockout after what happened to Vodka. We thought it was going to be Sparky and Vodka on the front row together, fighting for it here off the line, but it looks like it might actually be an Aston Martin front row lockout, which could be a big team play because CRJ could try to hold Vodka up for Sparky. Even though CRJ himself now, in terms of his penalty points, is very close to a full-on race ban, so anything he does is going to be scrutinized heavily. Smoke losing it there again, man. Smoke just can't get a grip on his car here in this wet layout. He's already cost one driver to DNF because of his actions, so not looking good for Smoke. But it is for Slingshot, though, in the Mercedes. Currently has a faster time than his teammate on the board right now at 147.1. Half a 10th faster than Great Ace. Great lap from Sling there, though Drupally is up almost 3 full seconds now. coming up into this tight section here in Sector 2. So if Druply can stick the landing on this, Druply could jump up and take 4th from his teammate. But still, this is looking like a good qualifying session for the Mercedes drivers. Oh, but unfortunately, Druply tries to push it a little too hard there at that curb. He really pushed his luck there with that one, and he ends up getting invalidated. So unfortunately, Droop is not going to be able to post that time. So we'll see what Droop decides to do. If he'll decide to go around again, start a new hot, or if he's just going to head back into the pits. Because, yeah, he definitely pushed his luck a little bit too much with that curb there. And nope, Droop is going to go around again. So now everybody has a time up on the board who's left except for Smoke in the Ferrari, who is struggling extremely, and he's crashed out again. Like, what is going on with Smoke here tonight, man? Oh my god, he's in the way if there's an Aston Martin coming his way now, too. As he bumps another wall, coming through this tight section. He could be holding up an Aston Martin. He could get a blocking penalty here, too, if he's not careful. He's losing it into the wall. Yeah, he completely blocks the Aston Martin there of CRJ. Now, CRJ, though, I don't think he was on a hot lap. He wasn't burning ERS, as you can see. Fortunately, CRJ was not burning ERS. CRJ was not on a hot, so Smoke was not blocking him, fortunately. Because that could have been another penalty for Smoke right there. He already got the one with fucking vodka early on. Now that could be that could have been a full-on blocking penalty there in qualifying as well, but fortunately for Smoke, not the case. But he is messing up a ton here. He can't even get around the track right now to like I said, to even set a time, let alone a hot lap time. So yeah, unfortunately, I think, and I mean, Smoke was given the 5th-place grid drop by the game anyway, for what happened with Vodka. So, yeah, so more than likely Smoke will be starting from the back with Blue Jelly. Which, you know, fair enough. Fair enough. It is what it is. But there we go. Druply this time doesn't invalidate. Manages to get a time on the board. 145.3. Jumps his teammate and Great Ace by 2 full seconds. But still a ways off of the likes of the Aston Martins and Vodka. But still not bad. Puts him in a position to start there alongside Vodka at the start of the race. Meanwhile, Sparky, who already has the fastest time right now, but it's not by much over his teammate. So he's trying to set a better time here to like fully secure this pole position here at Miami. 3 minutes left in the qualifying. He has burdened ERS here now. Coming up to the end of Sector 1. Let's see how much time he's saving going into Sector 2. And Sparky is up 2/10. So there is some more time to be saved here for the Aston Martin driver. Here he comes down through the difficult section. The Mercedes moving out of his way to avoid blocking him, knowing that he's coming on a hot. Sparky takes this section under the bridge, gets through it, and he's still up almost 2/10. So it looks like we could be seeing a 142 flat here, or a 141.9 from Sparky, depending on if there's any time for him to save here at all in this final corner. Yellow in Sector 3. I think that was Smoke again. Actually, no, it's the Mercedes. Here we go. Sparky crosses the line with the 141.6, actually. Saves even more time there. Amazing time from Sparky there. Good stuff to him. But his teammate CRJ does retire out of the qualifying anyway, so it's going to be it for CRJ as well. That's his final time, 142.3. So I think that's going to be it for the positions. I don't think anybody else is going to have much more time to save here. Droop is not burning ERS right now. Droop is not on a hot, but he might have time to do one more. Sling also possibly getting ready to do one more, and so was Great Ace. Smoke still unable to set a time though, but again, he does have that 5-place grid drop anyway. So I don't understand why he's out here anyway, because even if he posts a time, he's going to get grid dropped by the game anyway, for what happened with Vodka. But yeah, so it ended up being a full wet quali at Miami. Absolute insanity. Again, such a shame for Vodka, though, that Smoke just happened to be in a horrible place. Vodka just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time there, with Smoke spun out against the wall. And wasn't able to, you know, move out of the way enough. It is a real shame. Great Ace here now. Qualifying session is over. Whoever's out are doing their final runs here now. Great Ace is out. Burning ERS though. Trying to improve his time. Trying to at the very least get that position over Slingshot. As if we take a look at Slingshot here. Slingshot's just starting his final attempt. Droop Lee is not saving any time, so it looks like Droop Lee, that's going to be it for Droop as well. Great Ace is up a full second, though, so we could see Great Ace jump Slingshot here and start the race between the two Mercedes, which could be very interesting off the line. Oh, but unfortunately, Great Ace's rear does get a little loose there. But Smoke is finally able to post a time on the board, a 147.9. There you go. He's finally able to get under control. So normally, because of Jelly's quality ban, that would start Smoke ahead of Jelly. However, Smoke has that 5-place grid drop for what happened with Vodka, so Smoke will start at the very back behind Jelly, I believe, in 8th. But regardless, it will be Smoke and Jelly at the very back in 7th and 8th. And there we go. Great Ace gets a 146.3. Jump Sling, who hasn't validated. So that's going to be it for him as well. So that's going to be it for the quali. Like I said, good stuff to the Aston Martins. First ever. I think that's the first ever. Maybe there was one in last season, in season 1, that I'm not thinking of. Maybe sprint race at Jeddah or something. But this is the first. I think this is the first Aston Martin front row lockout we've ever seen in NACS. So good stuff to Sparky and CRJ, both posting great times there. And Vodka still had a great time on the board anyway, so Vodka will still start the race from 3rd. So he's still going to start up there with the two Aston Martins to fight for the win here at Miami, here at his home race, actually. Vodka's home race, to fight for the home race win. With the Aston Martin, he clearly has the ability to do so, but the problem is it's a 2v1 here, so CRJ against Vodka, you know. It is a 2v1 situation. CRJ could defend and hold Vodka up to let his teammate Sparky get away. Which is what we could end up seeing here, I believe. I wouldn't be shocked to see it at all. But yeah, once again, good stuff to the Aston Martins. Sparky and CRJ going to start in the front row, followed by Vodka and Droop, followed by Great Ace and Sling, and then Smoke and Jelly at the very back. But anyways, folks, this is when the drivers like to take their quick little 5-minute intermission before we start the full race. Save time to use the washroom and prepare. So we'll be back in 5 minutes time for the full 29 lap race here at Miami. And we are back, folks, after that quick little break. And here we go. All sun, no rain for the full race here at Miami. And it's lights out and away we go. Here's the Miami GP. Sparky leaping off the line with his teammate CRJ beside. Both of them on the hard tires. Everybody in the top 4 on the hard tires. Great Ace trying to make a move up on the faster tires, on the mediums. Blue Jelly also having a great start, getting up to 5th right off the line. And so does Smokes. Both of them getting past. Both the Mercedes struggling hard there. Terrible start for the Mercedes drivers. Meanwhile, Sparky and his teammate CRJ are neck and neck right now. Aston Martin to Aston Martin. But yeah, both Mercedes having a terrible start. Dropping down to 7th and 8th. Smoke and Jelly both getting the better of them. Jelly, though, is now not too far behind. He's burning ERS on the back of Great Ace. Try to get past him and work his way up to the rest of the top 4. Slingshot, though, going side by side with his old rival, Smoke. Mercedes versus Ferrari into the corner here. And good stuff to Sling. Sling gets the move done. Moves up to 6th. Both of them on the medium tires. Great Ace, Sling, and Smoke, the only drivers to start on the mediums. Everybody else is on the hards. Smoke hasn't burned a drop of ERS, though, at the moment, though. Looks like he's saving. He's going to burn a little bit there on the straightaway, though. Just try to stay with Slingshot and Great Ace, though. But Great Ace is, you know, he's on the faster tires right now at the moment to Jelly, so he is keeping up with him. Vodka Victory, though, is right up there now with CRJ and Sparky. He's up there with the 2 Aston Martins. Like I said, fighting for the win here at Miami. Top 3 are 2.5 seconds ahead of the rest at the moment. There's a bit of some battling going on here. Through Sector 1 as Smoke slides out completely. But he's still in the race. He's still alive, but he has to wait for the Mercedes to go before he can go. But yeah, both the Mercedes of Slingshot and Smoke battling heavy there into Turn 1 through Sector 1. But unfortunately, Smoke slid out there on that fast corner there on Turn 3. Smoke slid out, and he is lucky to still be in the race. I thought for sure that was going to be the end of Smoke's race, and that we were going to have a safety car, but no, Smoke is still in the race. Smoke is alive. Smoke is in the race, and he is still holding on to try to get some points for Ferrari tonight, though he's going to have to survive if he wants to get any points for Ferrari tonight. But yeah. Meanwhile, Vodka just trying to stay within the DRS range of CRJ and Sparky. It is hard to get your battery back on this track, though, so if these guys burn up too much, they're going to be in trouble. Smoke losing it again, though, going wide, I should say. They're down in Sector 2. So Smoke really struggling tonight. Honestly, wouldn't be surprised to see him retire in the pits, considering how much he has been struggling tonight. But Vodka Victory. CRJ setting new fast lap, 142.4, but Vodka Victory is right there with the 2 Aston Martins in Turn 1. DRS is enabled. So maybe Vodka can get something done here now with the 2 Aston Martins. But yeah, both the Aston Martins, very quick here at Miami tonight. Both of them, they're evenly matched. Like, Sparky just cannot get away from his teammate right now. CRJ is staying right with him, and in fact, I think CRJ is actually getting a little bit of a run here on Sparky on the straightaway. Both of them going down here into this left-hander. Vodka Victory also trying to get involved with these two. Down into the corner, CRJ takes the lead of the race from Sparky. Vodka Victory and Sparky going side by side through this tight part here. In Sector 2, Vodka Victory! Ooh, just barely keeps it away from Sparky there. I thought there was going to be a collision there or something, but no, Vodka Victory keeps it away. He had to back out. But, yeah, CRJ does get the run on his teammate there. CRJ did take lead of the race, but now Sparky is going to have DRS on him to potentially just take lead of the race right back from him. And he does. Sparky retakes lead of the race from CRJ. Insanely tight between the top 3 right now. All 3 of these guys fighting neck and neck. Everybody else is kind of spread out a little bit now, but the top 3 fighting it out. Blue Jelly is concretely in 4th position right now, 4 seconds behind the top 3. He's trying to work his way up. But he has managed to get away from the rest. Smoke eons behind everybody right now. Then it's both the Mercedes. Great Ace, though, is holding on in 5th on those medium tires. But again, those medium tires are going to drop off, and Drew Bleed might potentially get him. We'll have to see how that goes. But right now, the action is with the top 3, battling it out. Though CRJ does mess up a little bit in that corner. But yeah, top 3 battling it out right now. Both Aston Martins and the Red Bull of Vodka Victory. And right now, it doesn't look like Jelly's pulling any time on them. Looks like they're all lapping pretty equally. And oh my goodness, what has happened? Vodka Victory has spun out going into that corner. He now gets passed by his teammate, Blue Jelly. Oh my goodness. Again, it's still a long race to go. There's still over 20 laps to go here at Miami. Still a very long race to go. Like I said, 25 laps. But wow. Wow. Okay, so unfortunately, that is going to really hurt Vodka Victory's chances of winning here tonight, as now he's over 5 seconds back from the Aston Martins, who are just going to be able to pull each other along and tow each other to the end here now, if they want to, under these conditions. Sparky and CRJ towing each other along with the DRS. Trying not to waste any of that precious ERS. Everybody, including Blue Jelly, in the top 3, all around half ERS. Vodka Victory trying to catch up to his teammates so the two of them can do the same thing and pull each other along to the Aston Martins. It's Aston Martin versus Red Bull battle right now. But right now it is both the teammates, both the Aston Martins, chilling along. At the moment. And it looks like CRJ is going to have the run on his teammate Sparky here in the DRS zone. He dives in, goes a little too deep though. He gets a little squirrely actually. There, CRJ. But he does take the position from Sparky. But, got close to him going into the wall there. But regardless, they are pulling away from the two Red Bulls. Vodka Victory now a full 3 seconds behind his teammate Jelly. So that mistake costing Vodka Victory dearly, I'm afraid. And now, like I said, there's still a long ways to go, but that is really going to hurt Vodka Victory here. Because these guys were all lapping pretty similarly, and now... And they're all on the same strategy, they're all on the same tire, so it's not like he has some tire advantage that he can pull out of them. It's just all raw pace, and unfortunately, it's going to be tough for Vodka to even catch up to his teammate, because Jelly's actually driving really fast here now, only 3.5 seconds back from the two Aston Martins, trying to catch up to them and fight for the win. Free Discord warriors themselves making up the top 3 spots at the moment. Meanwhile, like I said, I think we will start to see Great Ace fall off a little bit. We might see Drupally start to catch him, which we will hop back to that when that does occur, when that does go down. If Great Ace's medium tires do start to fall off, which it seems like they are, as Drupally's now within less than 3 seconds of Great Ace. So Drupally is gaining on the McLaren driver at the moment. There's Blue Jelly in the distance from the Aston Martins. Blue Jelly also saving time to the Aston Martins, who are towing each other along right now. So Jelly is lapping really fast right now. Yeah, if we take a look here. Yeah, Jelly's fastest lap right there, only a 10th off of Sparky's. So yeah, Jelly lapping extremely quick right now. Could potentially catch up to these Aston Martins and fight them like his teammate was earlier in the race. Like I said, yeah, Drupally only a second, almost like a second and a half behind Great Ace now. Getting very close. So I think we will see a scrap between the two of them here very shortly. for the next lap or two. But like I said, both the Aston Martins, both of them technically fighting for the win here. Now here's the thing, when it comes to CRJ and Sparky, CRJ already got his first win at Bahrain, at the Bahrain Grand Prix. He won it over Vodka Victory. Sparky, this time, moving ahead to very much in sync right now. Some great teamwork between the two of them. But yeah, as I was saying, CRJ won his first race in NACS at the Bahrain Grand Prix a couple weeks ago. So that's already off the table. So it's not like this is like a first win situation for CRJ. There is a championship on the line right now for Sparky, so that's the thing. His teammate might be faster than him, as you can tell from the lap time. Like, CRJ's lap time was faster than Sparky's. So, like, CRJ might actually be faster than Sparky right now. But it's that instance where it's like, you know, Sparky kind of needs the points for the championship, though. So, do you, like, it's fine and dandy right now because the race is nowhere near close to over. But is CRJ going to let Sparky get the win here and get as much points over Vodka Victory as possible? Or is CRJ going to try to fight for it and may the best man win kind of thing? I don't know, left to see. But for right now, we'll hop back to Droopy Bunyan in the Mercedes, who is now within DRS range of Great Ace. And should be going for a move on him here on the upcoming straightaway, I would imagine. Still has 75% ERS, whereas Great Ace has like none left, so it's not like Great Ace can really fight this. Droop has all the battery to play with, and Great Ace does not. So I imagine this should be a pretty simple, straightforward overtake here for Droopy down the straightaway on Great Ace. There he goes into the final corner. Not much to say about that. Great Ace's mediums are falling off there now. He is going to have DRS back on Droopy, but he's going to try to stay with him. But I think once Great Ace falls out of Droopy's DRS range here, it's going to be kind of rough for him going forward. Going a little wide there too, so that's definitely going to hurt him here into the DRS for sure. It looks like he might not even get it here coming out of this corner. And yeah, no, he does not. Great Ace does not get DRS on Droopy on the straightaway, so he's going to burn every little ounce. In true Great Ace fashion, he's going to burn every ounce of ERS that he has. We're not even halfway into the race. The worst, by far the worst ERS manager of everybody on the grid. And he's still outside of Droopy's DRS range. So, yeah, Droopy should be able to pull away here now from Great Ace. And get away without too much of a fight. Even though Great Ace is going to try to burn a little bit here, which is going to give him the DRS on Droopy. But again, he's so far back, he can't really go for a move here anyway. Like, he is so far back right now. Could not go for a move there. He just burns every ounce of ERS when he gets it. Oh, and Great Ace's car, though, starts getting a little squirrely. He almost loses it there. Coming up to the start-finish line. Great Ace almost DNFs the race there. That would have been a crazy spot to DNF. His car almost gets a little squirrely there with him. But that's going to do it for him now. Now he's 3 seconds behind Droopy. So, yeah, that's going to be it for Great Ace for this first stint. At this point, his best thing to do is to try to pit earlier than Droop and try to undercut him. you know, try to undercut him, do that whole shebang. As Sparky picks up a 3-second time penalty as Smoke in the Ferrari pulls into the pits. So there we go, first time penalty of the race, and it's from the race leader, Sparky, with his teammate CRJ. So, by no fault of his own, and there you go, Smoke retires from the race in the pits. But yeah, now CRJ takes the race lead. So now, here's the question, like I said, the 3-second time penalty, like, is CRJ still going to let Sparky win the race? Because if so, that would kind of be a, that would very much be a, you know, I don't want to say it, but it would be like a, you know, a Germany 2010 Fernando Alonso Felipe Massa situation. Would be pretty lame. It would be pretty lame. Like, if he's more consistent than his teammate and he's faster, then he deserves to win the race then, technically, right? But yeah, there we go. So Smoke's out of the race. No points for Ferrari tonight. 7 drivers remain. Like I said, CRJ is still helping his teammate, still going to tow him along, still doing the right thing, but, you know, if CRJ doesn't get a 3-second time penalty by the end of the race, and Sparky does, then CRJ is just going to, you know, CRJ will get that win over Sparky tonight. But he's doing great so far, doing a great job keeping up with Sparky. Like I said, he's even leading right now. 2 of them swapping back and forth, but yeah. Great showing from CRJ here, to be honest. Great teamwork between 2 Aston Martins. Blue Jelly still unable to pull any time on them, still 3.5 seconds back. But just doing his best for now. Try to at least finish ahead of his teammate. His teammate Vodka Victory is now 5 seconds behind him, so Jelly clearly lapping faster than Vodka now. At the start of lap 12. I'm assuming we'll see Great Ace and Slingshot pit here soon for the next couple laps off of the mediums. The interesting thing here will be to see which of the hard tire guys are going to go to the softs or the mediums. Because I'm sure we'll see, I don't think it's all going to be the same. I think we'll see a couple guys do the hard medium and we might see a couple guys do the hard soft. So it'll be interesting to see who does what. Like I said, CRJ doing a great job keeping up with his teammate while everybody else is spaced out right now. Blue Jelly is now losing more time to the Aston Martins. Vodka Victory staying around the same at the moment. Like I said, it is a battle right now, not just in the drivers. It's not just a battle for the drivers right now between Sparky and Vodka, but it's also a battle for the constructors between Aston Martin and Red Bull. So this is a full-on war here right now between Aston Martin and Red Bull, as Sparky does go into that final corner with his teammate. But yeah, it is a full-on war between Aston Martin and Red Bull here in the final third of the season. Like I said, this is race 17. We are officially over 2/3 of the way into the season. Coming down to the wire here now. After tonight, there'll only be 7 races remaining. So every point counts here now. From here on out, every point matters. It's getting down to the wire. Oh, there goes CRJ. He goes actually a little too wide there in that sweeping corner, which lets Sparky pull through there. CRJ does still have the DRS on him. But yeah, CRJ going wide in that sweeper. It seems like that is the one spot, from what I can see personally, it seems like that's the one spot where CRJ is struggling on track tonight, is with that sweeper. We have seen him go wide a couple times. And that was extremely close there for him. In fact, like I said, CRJ actually almost clipped the wall there. Like, he could have That actually could have been the end of CRJ's race right there. He almost went straight into the wall. He's very lucky he didn't, and still actually managed to stay within DRS of his teammate. That was, yeah, that was some very sketchy stuff right there for CRJ. He was almost pushing it a little too hard around that sweeper. Both the Aston Martins still pulling each other along. Lap 14 now, we might see, within the next lap or two, we might see some of these medium guys dive into the pits. And we might also see some of these guys, if anyone's doing the hard to medium strategy, you might see them dive in. Now, here's the thing, though, with the pit strategy. Because, like I said, with the other guys, it doesn't really matter. They're spaced out enough. They can do whatever they want. But Sparky and CRJ are completely, like, you know, like they're an even matchup right now. The two of them. Now Sparky did pull a little more time on him there on that sweeper that I did say CRJ looks like he's struggling on. Because I think Sparky's also trying to pull away now and try to pull that 3-second gap, so he wins the race. But which I don't really blame him on that account. But yeah, I want to see what the Aston Martins decide to do for their pit strategy, though. Because they both can't pit at the same time, because if they do, it's going to be a double stack. And that's not going to be good. So, we'll see what the Aston Martin team decide to do. We'll see what the Aston Martin team decide to do. Because that could make or break one of the two drivers' races. Because like I said, the two Red Bull guys, Blue Jelly and Vodka, aren't that far behind. Like I said, they're only 4 seconds behind. Well, Blue Jelly's only 4 seconds behind. Vodka's 4 seconds behind Blue Jelly, so 4 to 8 seconds. So if either of these Aston Martin drivers make a huge mistake, the Red Bull drivers will be right back up there again. So, right back up in the mix again. So, right now, the two Aston Martins cannot afford to make any big mistakes. Unfortunately, it looks like CRJ's pace has fallen off a little bit here now. Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like he hasn't been able to manage his tires as good as his teammate has. So here near the end of the stint on the hards, he has fallen off a little bit here now. So, personally, if I was Team Aston Martin, considering that Sparky is still lapping just fine, and CRJ is struggling a little bit, personally, if I was Team Aston Martin, I would pit CRJ here. I would pit CRJ, send him into the pits, let him come out on his fresh set of mediums or whatever he's doing. Now, obviously, if he's doing a hard to soft, yeah, you can't pit yet. But if he's doing the hard to medium, personally, if I was CRJ, I would pit right now. I would pit right now if I was CRJ. I feel like that would be the proper response from the team, would be to pit CRJ here and let Sparky stay out for that one extra lap, because he's fine. But no, looks like both Aston Martin drivers are actually going to stay out for lap 16. So we'll see how this goes. We'll see how this goes with the two of them. Both Astons are staying out for another lap. Coming around to the pits now. Great Ace and Sling are going to be coming around to the pits here now soon, so we'll see if either of them decide to do their pit stop. But there goes the other Aston Martin. Mercedes of Druply. Druply, they're coming in for his pit stop now. So Druply is doing a hard to medium. He's going to go right to the medium tire right now. And so is Great Ace. Great Ace coming in for his pit stop now as well. But the Mercedes of Slingshot is going to go around for another lap on those mediums. And you can see both the Mercedes actually come out very close to each other. Druply on the fresh mediums comes out right behind his teammate Sling, who's on the old mediums. While meanwhile, like I said, Great Ace is coming out on the hards to finish the race. But Druply, like I said, is behind his teammate. He's on old tires, so as long as his teammate He just needs to make sure his teammate isn't going to hold him up here in this windy section, because that could really ruin his undercut that he's trying to do on the top guys right now. That could 100% ruin it. Start of lap 17. And both Aston Martins are still going around. Blue Jelly pulls into the pits, though, in the Red Bull. So Blue Jelly is doing the hard to medium. But Vodka Victory and the two Aston Martins are still going around, so I wonder if all three of these guys are doing the hard soft. Looks like that could definitely be a possibility, as none of them have pit yet. Drooply, now right behind his teammate. I imagine we'll see Sling pull into the pits here now and unleash Droop. I imagine we'll see Sling pit here. Nope, Sling is going to go around another lap on these mediums. I don't really know if this is a great strategy from Slingshot, to be honest. I don't really understand this one. Like, is Sling trying to go for a medium soft here at Miami? Like, I'm a bit confused by what the strategy department at Mercedes are doing right now, because their faster driver, who's on the fresh tires, is behind the slower driver. And the slower driver is here on lap 17, still out on the medium tires. Like, what is going on? Both Mercedes going down the straightaway here now. But Drooply is going to get by, no issues. Even without the DRS. He already got by without the DRS. Sling moves out of the way from him. But, yeah, there we go. Like I said, Aston Martin decided to pit CRJ first. And, yeah, I totally agree that's the right play. And Vodka Victory pits right behind CRJ. So, there you go. Right call. Both of them are going to the mediums to finish the race. But yeah, like I said, in my opinion, the correct call. Pit CRJ first. Sparky can afford to go one more lap, and it looks like that is what they're doing. But the crucial thing is, though, Vodka Victory will come out behind his teammate. He is going to come out behind Jelly. So we'll see what the Red Bulls decide to do if Vodka is able to close time to his teammate, or if Jelly is able to close time to CRJ. Things could get interesting. Sparky and Slingshot, the only two drivers who have left the pit, and Sling is going around again on these mediums. Like, what is he doing? He's losing so much time to Grade Ace. Why is Slingshot out 18 laps on these mediums? I don't understand this at all, but whatever. I guess Sling is doing a medium to soft strategy here at Miami. This is bonkers to me, but yeah, Blue Jelly is saving some time to CRJ, so we could see a little scrap here coming up between Blue Jelly in the Red Bull and CRJ in the Aston Martin, who now does not have his teammate to protect him, though Sparky is going to pit there now. And we'll see what Sparky is pitting for here as he pulls up to the Aston Martin pits. And it is the mediums, so Sparky is going to the mediums for the end, so nobody decided to do the hard-soft strategy afterwards. But yeah, still super confused with what's going on with Sling. I don't understand this strategy call, but Blue Jelly sets a new fast lap of the race at 132.3. Yeah, I really don't get the strategy call from Mercedes, though, with what they're doing with Sling. Like, it's just, I don't know. Shouldn't be out on the medium tires here at lap 18 going into lap 19, I don't think. Like, surely Sling pits here, right? I need to see this. Surely Slingshot pits here. Yeah, and there you go. Sling is finally pitting on at the end of lap 18 off the mediums. Personally, I think that was a horrible strategy call from Sling. I really don't understand the logic for staying out that late on the mediums. Now, he is going to go to the softs. Like I said, he is doing a medium soft. I understand that, but that's just not faster here at Miami. Like, it's just not faster. It's just simply not faster to do that. He just lost a ton of time. And he's probably not going to be able to make up. So yeah, I think that was a bit of a weird, yeah. Xbox with the parties. Hopefully everything is still fine with the stream. Xbox being stupid as fuck, as always. Just want to make sure. As CRJ sets a new fastest lap to 131.7. Stupid fucking Xbox, like, kicked me out of the party for some reason. Vodka, though, takes it right back with the 131.4. Yeah, we're all good. Don't know when that started. I just saw my name popping up in the bottom left. Yeah, Xbox is cringe. But yeah, Blue Jelly is almost within DRS range of CRJ, so we could see Blue Jelly have a battle to the end here with CRJ. Which, if the two of them are staying within Sparky's 3-second time penalty range, that could be a battle for the win here between Blue Jelly and CRJ. So it's not over yet for Red Bull. We thought it was Vodka who was going to give the Aston Martins a run for their money, but it looks like it could actually be Blue Jelly. And again, Slingshot is pulling time on Great Ace, obviously, because he's on softs. But, again, I personally think that was a really bad strategy call on Sling's part to do a medium soft here at Miami. Here we go. Blue Jelly with 33% ERS. CRJ only has 20. Here we go. Start of lap 21. Sparky sets a new fastest lap of the race at 130.7. Blue Jelly here now is putting the pressure on CRJ. Keep in mind, these are the two drivers we saw battling it out last week at Portugal. There was the turn 1 incident where CRJ bonked Jelly into Droop. And then in the during the sprint race, and then during the full race, there was the incident where Jelly hit right into the back of CRJ and spun him out. So here we go. Jelly has to move out him on the straightaway. Down into the corner. Jelly holds his line over CRJ. Both of them getting very close, but Jelly does get the move done. Moves up to second position over CRJ. CRJ is losing time to his teammate Sparky now. The win is slipping away from him. And not just that, the podium as well, as Vodka Victory is now only 2 seconds behind the two of them. So we could actually see a battle for the podium here as well. Earlier in the race, it seemed like it was going to be a very concrete... sorry. Earlier in the race, it seemed like it was going to be a very concrete 1-2 for Aston Martin. But now CRJ is in trouble of possibly not even finishing on the podium if Vodka Victory catches up and gets past them before the end of this race. There's still time for him to do it. Let's see what happens. Here we go. CRJ burns some ERS. He's going to get DRS on Jelly here now. We could see CRJ go for the move. Take the position back on Jelly here. Here he goes. Down into the corner go CRJ and Jelly. And CRJ takes second position back from Jelly. But like I said, all this battling is slowing them down, and it is allowing Vodka Victory to catch back up to the two of them. Vodka is now only going to be like a second and a half behind them. So if Jelly keeps battling CRJ, this will allow his teammate Vodka Victory to get back up in the mix. And here he goes. Yep, Jelly's going to take second right back, just like that, from CRJ. Yeah, so as I was saying, this could be a masterclass from Red Bull here. Both the Red Bull drivers could potentially steal the podium away from CRJ. And like I said, Vodka needs every point he can get. Jelly's still lapping amazingly right now. Actually just set a purple sector 1 here. on these 6-lap-old mediums. Jelly absolutely on fire right now. CRJ, though, loses a little bit. Has to correct his wheel there. But he's still going to get the DRS and get another run on Jelly. Vodka, though, loses some time, though, still just unable to keep up with these two, who are battling it out currently, lap after lap after lap. Two of them going through this tight section. Jelly staying there with him, trying to force him into a mistake. He is going to get the opportunity to get the switchback done on CRJ here. Here goes Jelly. He got the DRS. Can he get another move done on CRJ into the corner? Both of them going into the final corner. CRJ and Jelly going wheel to wheel through the entire final part of the track. But CRJ does get the move done. Moves back up to second. Jelly's going to get DRS on him again, though, up into turn 1. But again, no one wants to take any chance of turn 1. Very risky spot on the track. But now this has allowed Vodka Victory to catch back up to the two of them. So like I said, this could be a masterclass from Red Bull. We could see both Red Bulls finish ahead of CRJ. And like I was saying, Vodka Victory needs all the points he can get right now if he wants to stay in this title fight with Sparky. So if there's a potential for Vodka to get second here, he needs to go for it. Because right now, Sparky's ahead by almost 9 seconds. So Sparky's just flying away here on these mediums. Sparky way faster on the mediums than he was on the hards. Here goes Blue Jelly again, though, on CRJ. Down into the corner. Oh, Jelly goes a little too far deep, though. He still gets the move done, but he goes very deep. CRJ is going to be right behind him, coming up onto the straightaway, and so is Vodka Victory. Vodka Victory has now caught up after his mistake earlier in the race. It was a setback for him, but now Vodka Victory has caught up to his teammate and CRJ. CRJ is going to go for it again here on Blue Jelly once more as they go down into this final corner. But so are both the Red Bulls. A huge incident between the two Red Bulls, between Vodka Victory and Blue Jelly. Blue Jelly slams it into the wall, and Vodka Victory drives on. Huge incident there between the two Red Bulls. Not sure what happened there. I couldn't tell if Blue Jelly coming out of the final corner, because it is very easy to lose traction out of that final corner. Couldn't tell if Blue Jelly lost traction himself out of that final corner, or if he was nudged into it by his own teammate, Vodka Victory. Because Vodka Victory did try to send it down into... I did notice that Vodka Victory did try to send it down into that final corner with his teammate and CRJ, so I'm not sure if that's what caused that incident there, was Vodka getting a little too overzealous. Because that might have just thrown it away completely for Team Red Bull. Because not only is Jelly's race now completely ruined, he has no chance of finishing on the podium. Because his entire front wing is probably messed up. But now, if that does end up being Vodka's fault, if we see the replay, if we see the clips on that, and that incident does end up being Vodka Victory's fault, Vodka Victory might get a time penalty, and he might lose this podium finish anyway. So, yeah, an absolutely disaster for the Red Bull team, but definitely something the Aston Martin drivers are cheering about right now. As CRJ now 7 seconds ahead of Vodka can basically just bring the car home, just take it easy for these last, these last 4 laps. Just take it home. Vodka's 7 seconds back. He shouldn't be able to catch up to him in only 4 laps. So, yeah, so as long as CRJ just takes it home, him and his teammate Sparky, it will be a 1-2 for Aston Martin. But yeah, very unfortunate for Jelly there. Whether it was his own mistake on that last corner, or if it was his teammate Vodka Victory nudging him. Very unfortunate for Jelly, as now that's completely fucked up his race. He's now being forced to pit. to replace his front wing. However, this is going to allow Jelly to come out on fresh softs for the end of the race, which means Blue Jelly should be able to steal that point away from Sparky for himself and for Red Bull. That's the thing. Blue Jelly is on the soft tires for the last 3 laps of the race, so the odds are very high that he will steal the fastest lap here at the very end, away from Sparky. Blue Jelly comes out of the pits in 5th as well. He loses a position, so not only is he forced to pit and lose a chance at the podium, but he also loses a position to Drooply Bunyan, who now moves up to 4th. And unfortunately, as you can see there, Blue Jelly is 12 seconds now, 13 seconds behind Drooply. So unless Drooply makes a mistake, Blue Jelly will not catch him before the end of the race. So yeah, that was a terrible incident there for Red Bull. Which is a shame because both of these guys, Vodka Victory and Blue Jelly, both the Red Bull drivers have had amazing teamwork. The two of them have had amazing teamwork all season long. But, you know, unfortunately, every team has their struggles, and that was one of them clearly. Yeah, unfortunately, that was probably the worst moment I've seen between those two drivers in the entire season as a whole. Like I said, they've kept it very clean with each other, which is funny considering last season how much Vodka and Jelly got into it. But for this season, they've been teammates. They've kept it very clean together, and then it all just went out the window there on that final corner. Vodka Victory is pulling time on CRJ, but I don't think it's going to be enough for him. Again, unless CRJ gets a time penalty. Unless CRJ gets a time penalty for track limits, I don't think Vodka Victory, or he makes a mistake of his own accord, I don't think Vodka Victory is going to have enough time to catch him. As, you know, Sparky is coming around the final corner here now to start lap 28. There's only 2 full laps left of the Grand Prix, and Vodka is still 5.5 seconds behind CRJ. So yeah, so like I said, not going to be possible for Vodka to catch CRJ unless CRJ makes a mistake of his own. However, Slingshot is quickly gaining on Great Ace here at the end of the race here on these fresh softs. Great Ace on 11 lap old hard, Slingshot on 8 lap old softs. Slingshot's now only 2 seconds behind Great Ace, so there is still a chance that Slingshot could get that position from Great Ace by the end of the race here. We'll see. We'll just have to wait and see how that goes down. Meanwhile, I think if Jelly is going to steal fastest lap, yeah, Jelly is burning all the ERS he has, so Jelly is trying to take that fastest lap here. Oh no, but huge incident there. Grace is spun out in the middle of the track. Whew. Oh my goodness. That could have been devastating. Oh my goodness. Slingshot was coming right behind Great Ace. That was almost a huge incident in the middle of the track. Blue Jelly does manage to take fastest lap with the 130.2 on the softs. Wowzers. And that is Sparky actually coming up behind Great Ace, almost about to lap him here going into the final lap of the Grand Prix. Oh my god. Yeah, I saw a car slide. I thought it was the Red Bull of Blue Jelly pushing it too hard, but no, it was the McLaren of Great Ace slid out there on that corner. He was completely sideways. And there goes Great Ace off into the final corner as well. His race is done. Great Ace has lost the position to Slingshot, drops down to 7th. 1 lap remaining, and that is going to be it for Great Ace's race. At this point, there's nothing he can do. He has now also been lapped by Sparky. Yeah, Great Ace's race is over. Wow, that was scary. That was very scary. Great Ace was spun out in a spot where Slingshot just barely had enough space and time to move over out of the way. Otherwise, Great Ace would have taken Slingshot out of the race there, and that would have been another, more than likely, another penalty on his record, as that would have been his fault, obviously. So, yeah, nail-biting moment there between Great Ace and Slingshot. That was terrifying. That could have been a huge accident. Slingshot just barely had enough time to move out of the way. But fortunately, they're both okay. Slingshot gets the position on Great Ace. We'll finish ahead of him. Final lap of the Grand Prix. Hopping on board with Sparky, who has had a pretty comfortable lead here in the second stint of the race. Obviously, in the first stint, he had his teammate to worry about. Him and his teammate were pretty evenly matched, pulling each other along. But on the mediums in the second stint, Sparky just lit up and was on fire and managed to pull a huge gap to the other guys, especially after all that battling they were doing and all that crazy incidents and stuff. But with that final corner for Sparky in the Aston Martin, and Sparky GG, he is your race winner tonight at the Miami Grand Prix. So good stuff to Sparky, wins the race, pulls more of a lead on Vodka Victory to try to secure his first Drivers' Championship win in NACS. And just coming around the final corner there now is his teammate CRJ, who kept his nose down, stayed out of the drama with the two Red Bulls. And there goes CRJ. So it's an Aston Martin 1-2 tonight at Miami Grand Prix. Oh, and there goes Vodka Victory crashing into the wall on purpose there at the end. But he crosses the line. So there you go. So like I said, it is an Aston Martin 1-2 tonight. Sparky and CRJ. Followed by Vodka Victory on the podium in third. But again, let's see what happened with his teammate. And here comes Drupally, who had a pretty lonely race tonight. But Drupally crosses the line in fourth for Mercedes. Blue Jelly crosses in fifth. Also managed to snag fastest lap from Sparky there at the end. Great Ace is going to finish last. His race is already over. He's been lapped. He's so far back. And Slingshot will finish in sixth, managing to avoid Great Ace, avoid an incident there. Yeah. I was going to say, imagine, that could have been a way. Sparky, you know, if Sparky had been closer to Great Ace when that happened, like if Sparky was going to lap Great Ace when that happened, now fortunately he wasn't close enough, you know. But if Sparky was about to lap Great Ace there, that could have been, Great Ace could have taken the race leader out there. But yeah, driver of the day goes to Jelly. Shame of what happened with him. And like I said, congrats to Aston Martin. They pulled points on Red Bull in both the drivers and the constructors. So everything went according to plan for them tonight. Any unforeseen variables, managed to prepare for it. And yeah, so that is it. This is when, before we end off the stream, we're going to get any drivers we can in for a quick podium interview. We're not going to be able to get CRJ because he's on PlayStation. But we should be able to get Sparky and Vodka in, though. We'll wait and see if anyone's going to join for the podium interview. Unfortunately, it looks like Vodka Victory has gotten off as well. We're just trying to see if we can get Sparky, if we can get the race winner in for a quick little interview before we end off the stream. At the moment, think he's also having some technical difficulties. Oh, it said he had joined, then he immediately said he left. Said he joined, then immediately said he left. Oh, and, he's grayed out. Again, I'm wondering if Xbox might be having a stroke. Xbox might be doing that stupid shit again. Like it was, a week or two ago. There we go. There we go. Oh yeah, all good. All good. But yeah, good stuff, man. Obviously, you know, you and your teammate, we're doing really, CRJ was really fast on those hards, but obviously, you were clearly, way faster than him on those mediums. So what were your thoughts, the main, I guess the main bump in the road for you, what were your thoughts when you got that time penalty early on? Yeah, we just turn on the different engine mode. Just turn on the party mode, yeah. But no, good stuff. And so Aston Martin 1-2. Your teammate managed to steer clear from the bullshit. Again, I'd have to see a replay, but I couldn't tell if Jelly spun on that last corner or if Vodka nudged him on that last corner. I'd have to. Yeah. Yeah, I feel bad for Jelly because, you know, him and Vodka have actually had really good teamwork for most of the season, but obviously, every team has their moments. They have that one, you know, bad moment. You know, last season there was a bad moment here in qualifying between, you know, Druply and Sling, and you know the two of them have had great teamwork. So, you know, it does happen, but I agree. I definitely saw Vodka Victory stick his nose there in that final corner, which I was kind of shocked to see, considering the fact that I'm pretty sure at the start of that straightaway he was like 8 or 9 tenths back, something stupid like that. So I did not think he was gonna be close enough to go for a move there at all. Yeah. Yeah. Very unfortunate for Jelly. I mean, he still, you know, he takes fast slap. He does a little chink in your armor, but I mean, there could have been like I said, there was more points for them on the table though. Like they easily could have had second and third, if they did their thing correctly. But you know, it is what it is. Next week, sir, we are at Imola. I don't know how you feel about that one. Yeah. Yeah. No, that'll be interesting. I think it'll be very tight there. There's not a lot of spots to overtake. I think the times. I don't think there will be a huge gap in the times. If people are on, but again, people got to be on their game. Like if you're, you know, if you mess up, there's a high chance that there's people who might not even be able to get a good time in quali at Imola, because it's very easy to mess up there, and then your whole lap's ruined. So, but regardless, you're one step closer to your championship, which I mean, you kind of, like I said, you kind of needed after missing those weeks. Kind of need to bounce back strong, and that's exactly what you and your teammate did. So good stuff to you guys. 7 races. Oh. Yeah, no, some great teamwork there from the two of you, and yeah, 7 races left of NACS Season 2, 2 sprints, so 5 regular races. Well, actually, 4 regular races, 2 sprints at Coda and Silverstone, and then the final race is 100%er at Suzuka. So that's what we got left. Okay, Vegas, gotcha. But yeah, so good stuff again, Spark. To wrap things up, if anyone's watching, same time next week, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, for race 18 of NACS Season 2 at Imola. I'm your host, Idoni Muse, and we'll see you guys next week for Imola.